All right, everybody, welcome. Welcome back to the second episode of God, I gotta find a better way to say of the OfAxe&Ale podcast. There you go. Just have to add a
Or just
the.
the second episode of the OfAxe&Ale podcast.
Yeah,
How about
second
that?
episode
The
of
only of Axe and Ale podcast. TM, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. That's what's on the logo, the TM. Yeah, I'm just gonna jump into it because, I feel like the last episode we had a lot of build up. So the I'm a surgeon thing.
Oh my god, no,
Dude, it's okay.
Yes.
Okay, so one.
I'm a sicko for people discovering daytime television.
Yeah, so have y'all? Okay, so I know Maxie's seen one of the clips because I linked Maxie one of the clips of the dumb show, the Good Doctor.
Yes.
Have you seen the clips, Riley? Not the I'm a
Chase, I
surgeon.
have seen multiple episodes
Jesus.
of the show.
Jesus.
Before the I'm a surgeon meme, I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought that show was canceled, only for me to turn around and find out there's been 6 motherfucking seasons of that shit.
All right, so I'm gonna go over a few scenes that I found, and just ask you if you've heard of this and tell you the description, so I can just feel you hurt physically. I can just hear you be in pain. Is that okay?
Of course.
Tell me if you've seen it, yes or no.
I love it.
All right, so there's one episode where a kid is going to die, or no, he's going to have his eyes removed or some shit like that. So the doctor asks the female doctor asks the male doctor to leave for a second while she does something, and she flashes him her boobs
Epic.
before his surgery.
Oh yeah, because he's gonna go blind.
Yeah, because they're gonna take his eyes, or he's gonna go blind, or whatever. They're gonna take his eyes, like they're like.
So the last thing you see is some boobies, buddy.
Yeah.
Good job.
And then he's like smiling. He's like,
Epic.
yeah, he's like,
I'm glad I'm going blind.
yeah, he's like, now I can die happily because I've seen titties.
True though.
Brother, wait until you find out about the internet. You will be pissed. Have you seen that? Riley.
I have not seen that clip, but
Google boob.
I'm not
1 million
surprised because of the
results.
show, right?
All right. There's two more, or there's one more. I'll do one more, and the other one you already know. The I'm a surgeon. Fucking the dumb. I'm not okay.
Dr. Han, I am a surgeon.
Dr. Han, I am a sturgeon fish. Yeah, so have you seen where he's okay, so the good doctor's like pretending that he's like well, obviously he's pretending. He's an actor, right? But he's pretending
True.
but he's pretending like that he's trying to figure out how to say something to someone while being autistic. That's essentially what they're trying to imply, is that like autistic people who are severely autistic can't like have an interaction where they're like lying to a person, which is like,
They're robots.
yeah, right? No, I'm kidding. I'm so kidding when I say that. We're kidding, by the way. We understand the complexities of and the spectrum of the spectrum of autism and functionality. So he's explaining to this child that he's asking how to ask when it's okay to lie and when it's okay to tell somebody the truth, because apparently a grown man who is a doctor has to ask a child this. This is the show, by the way. And he's getting ready to tell him that he has cancer, but he like does this whole conversation with him, and he's like, "Is it okay to lie? Yes. Can I? But when do you tell the truth? When you know that it'll hurt the person. But can you see through their lie? If you're good enough of a yes, you can see through it. Okay, you have cancer, bro." Have you seen this clip, Riley?
I have not. That is certainly quite a lot.
I didn't even like I'm not even describing it as well, but you still felt the weight of that of how bad that is, right? Like I as if
And you don't.
also too it's as if it's as if like the person who is autistic would somehow not understand lying and also have a PhD. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. This is
Yeah, yeah,
it
like
feels weird. It feels like you're making them seem like you said earlier, like a robot, like a weird, like not a human. Like even autistic people on a spectrum still understand these things throughout their life. They get some, you know, understanding of it throughout living, no matter how debilitating autism is for the individual person, right? Like it was this show makes me question. No, it gives me the answers to why everybody over the age of 40 is the way they are. You know what I mean?
well, that's kind of just daytime TV in general, though. Like a lot of it is just you would think like, oh, surely they can't be this dumb. Surely they can't like they would not go so far to make this like this the concept of these things that they're doing this disgusting, right?
Yeah.
And you would be wrong. They absolutely would be that disgusting. Like a lot of daytime TV is just like uh, the most the like a very obvious poor understanding of like how people interact with others, how like autism, what autism is, or like what like racism is, how people interact with each other, because the people writing daytime TV are just like really weird old guys.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I just have like I have such a hard time like even like okay, I'm not shitting on you for liking things. I'm not shitting on people for liking things just because they like them and they don't really care and it's just daytime TV so they watch it. But like I can't do it. I can't watch it. But maybe that's just I don't know. Maybe that's just me where it's like just so like it's like Ancient Aliens. If somebody puts Ancient Aliens onto me, it's not funny. You know what I mean? It's not even
Well, I
like
mean, like Ancient Aliens is like I think it's interesting to an extent, and then it's just like, man, these people really don't think humans were smart, huh?
yeah,
Like
it's
these
like
people really think we were fucking dumb. That we
yeah.
could do all
Again,
this
it's
shit
kind
back
of just
then.
like when people do that, they're like it's like kind of just an unironic just sort of misunderstanding about like how things work, how like
Well,
buildings might get made, what tools are. Like
Well, yeah.
somebody explaining to like the ancient aliens guy what a chisel is, you know, like
well,
Yeah.
even then, like
Or like
it's like
or like that
I brought it
architecture
up
hasn't
beforehand.
developed so
Yeah, yeah.
into a new age of understanding. Like people have always been smart. Like it's just the ability to be smart is just more readily available to people
Like I
nowadays.
brought it up like earlier to Muck and Chase or whatever, but like the thing here is it's like a school of thought that heavily relies off of like conspiracy theory brain. Like
Yeah.
I heard it a while ago where it's like, well, these people can't put the pieces together in the puzzle box. Like they have all these different pieces, and then they're one thing away from completing the puzzle, but maybe they lost the piece or dropped it. You can't really find the piece. But instead of like trying to find the piece, they open up a completely new puzzle box and try to fit a different piece in. Like that's how I was told. Like it's like the
Yeah.
same thing, line of conspiracy.
Yeah. That
Like,
makes sense.
okay, how does this work?
Okay, but the Umbrella Man is real though, right? Like we're good with
Oh,
that.
definitely.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah, I
okay. I
agree.
just want to make sure we have some level of isn't it weird how like the whole okay, did you get Rain Man vibes from the I'm a surgeon thing, right?
Well, that is what they're trying to do. Like
Right.
it's what if it's the I it's like the pitch that every weird shitty daytime television show that gets a billion seasons has is like, all right, what if like what if an edgy daytime television police serial, but it's about like the most horrifying graphic crimes a human being can commit, and Ice-T is there sometimes. What if a surgeon, but they're Rain Man? You know, and then it's a million other insane things trying to chase after like a good idea, banking on people just like
All right, he's a
not knowing anything
skateboarder.
about the world.
He's a skateboarder, but his religious parents don't let him use wood. So he's got to make skateboards out of plastic. You like that? Is that good?
Just like the most insane thing every single time. Like, and people like it because they can kind of understand, like, oh, I understand Rain Man. Yeah, sure, Rain Man would make a great surgeon. This tracks logically somehow.
Yeah. Oh, that's
And, like,
actually,
that's just kind of the thing,
that is like I didn't even acknowledge that. Like I didn't even put those pieces together. I was using a completely different puzzle to finish my one that I was working on, because I didn't realize like that's kind of what it's implying. Like is that autistic people or people that have autism have some supernatural like ability in a certain thing. It's like how people think that if you're deaf, like if you're blind, you can hear really well. Like you don't turn into Daredevil because you lose your eyes. You know what I mean? It's like this glorification of like a disability. And while some people have like very like things that they're very good at, I don't think it's like correlated to the same thing as like like I'm sure there's a blind person who can hear very well. But that's not why he can or why they can.
Well, the thing is they're fixated on like they're hyper focused on things, so obviously, like they're gonna be good at something, but they just completely forget about that part.
Yeah.
Type of moon logic, basically. You're kind of just like trying to make up like rules as you go along, and just a whole bunch of other extremely dumb shit.
Like, but
like again, just people that think that they have it, that they got like, oh yeah, obviously this is a good idea, but they're not thinking it all the way through. Like they're never gonna think it all the way through.
Well, it was kind of crazy to me. Seeing your autistic brother in the Rain Man is good at counting fucking anything, and then my first thought is, I'm gonna make him cheat at the casino. It's so funny to me.
But that's at least like an interesting like crime gimmick that you could do. It's like, oh yeah, this asshole is taking advantage of his like disabled brother.
Oh, that's so true. At least that's a movie length.
It's the Nintendo movie. The Nintendo movie where the autistic kid is really good at Nintendo games, so they use him to fucking win a Nintendo game tournament. That was a real movie.
Yeah. Wait. I remember this.
That was a movie?
Yes.
The fuck was it? The Wizard or some shit like that. Like every old head fucking nerd talks about that shit like very, very favorably for some fucking reason.
I've heard of this movie from Steve Zaragoza from SourceFed, who used to be on SourceFed, who is a old head nerd. And I don't think they were talking about it favorably, but I remember them talking about it. Like, isn't that a weird movie?
I have met boomers at like my job, or like Gen Xers at my job, who are like, yeah, the good old days of Nintendo, like that with the '80s movie. Just they know, like that's the only thing that they know anything about. Like it's daytime television and half remembered like '80s television specials that like form people's worldview.
Why does your dad?
It definitely kind of opens your mind to like, how would people fall for these insane conspiracy theories when you realize that? It's very fucking strange.
Riley, why does your dad watch daytime television? Why does he watch it all the time?
He he does not watch things like Law and Order because
Mhm.
that is
Fair.
a trauma trigger for him from
Fair.
his old career. But he fucking loves medical procedurals. He
Oh,
loves that shit. He will
That
eat that
scares me.
shit up. He likes NCIS for some reason because the military crap, for
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
reason, separates it for him.
What was his name?
And
Who's the
he,
main character in that? The silver-haired guy?
I don't fucking know. I don't actually know.
I know the girl who's a goth, you know?
Yeah, the girl who's a goth. That's
Oh,
how everybody
Jethro.
knows about goth people.
His name is
Yeah,
Jethro
yeah.
Gibbs or something? Jethro what? Dude, I'm so sorry. I'm
I
so
don't
sorry I
know,
have to
and
go
it's
on this
like I
tangent.
I know I understand, but I the thing is I just have like it's just years and years of just like half remembered like plots from so many weird daytime TV stuff. And he
Yo.
likes that stuff because it's like it for the
Mhm.
same reason that I think a lot of people do. It's just something to put on in the background. It's nothing that's gonna like fuck him up or like remind him of the really fucked up shit that he's seen over his years. And the plots are relatively easy to follow, and if you miss an episode, it doesn't matter because uh, next week the good doctor is gonna be back, and he's gonna use his stand powers or whatever to defeat Doctor Han or whatever the fuck that show is about. I don't fucking know.
uh
I
what
am a stand user.
Yeah, exactly. Just
that was
that
beautiful.
British actor yelling "enemy stand" would be the funniest goddamn
What
thing I could conceive of.
did
Honestly,
did your dad watch Burn Notice?
he did.
Yo,
Dude,
that's a
dude, that
good
was my
Love
show.
shit,
Burn
bro.
Notice.
That was my
Burn Notice
shit.
is unironically actually kind of fun. Like
Yeah.
I also like Burn Notice.
It's so fun. It's like watching like 007 for like 12 seasons.
Like, but it's like a fucking at least a little bit more charismatic 007 if we're being honest with ourselves. A lot of the 007s are fucking awful rape monsters. It sucks.
That's true.
Okay.
Sex pests. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally Sean Connery's character in one of the 007 movies rapes a chick, and it's the most harrowing shit
Jesus
I could think of.
Christ.
It's really fucked up. Thunderball is a fucking awful movie.
Dude,
Like
there's
it's one of like the highest rated like James Bond films of all times for some reason, and it's like so many people fucking love that shit.
I look. I know going back to the NCIS thing real quick. I know there's two people in the world. There's two people and two people only, okay? There's people that loved Anthony DiNozzo and there's people that loved Abby. And I
That's
just
me.
wanted to get that out of the way. You either became an Abby stan or you liked DiNozzo and hated when he left. Everybody else loved all the characters, you know. You loved Jethro Gibbs. You loved like
Mhm.
the old morgue guy, like
The old guy who's trying his best, you know.
What's that? What's that? Oh, Criminal Minds. Did your dad watch that? Dude, I'm just gonna. This is like a. This is
No,
like a.
like a lot of different like for him it was like a lot of stuff where it's like if it's not something that's like deals explicitly with like murders, like
Oh,
really
okay,
really
okay.
talks a lot about
Gotcha.
murders. He can't do anything that has anything
Gotcha.
to do with like kids dying, shit like that. Like
Damn.
Mhm.
the really really dark stuff he will absolutely stick his nose up at and be like, no thank you, not for me. That's just not a thing I can do. He doesn't do true crime stuff at all.
So where does Psych stand?
He fucking
Oh.
loves Psych.
Dude,
It is
I
my
would-
favorite
dude,
show of all
I-
time, bro.
I changed my mind. I said bad things about your dad, funnily. I take everything back that I didn't mean already. I take it all back because I legitimately think I could watch all of Psych with your dad. I legitimately think that. I think
Well, there's got to be like a litmus test for like if you're a cool guy, like what kind of shows you watch, you know. And
That's
Psych is
so
definitely
true.
one of them.
if you can't watch Psych, you can't hang. That's just I
He loved Psych. He fucking loved Monk. Like he loved.
Monk
Oh, I
is such a
loved
good
Monk.
show.
Yes, dude. Adrian Monk himself.
Isn't it
It's a
so
jungle
sad
out
that
there.
they're doing one final thing, right?
Yeah,
Like
they're
the
doing a
one
movie.
last movie is coming out.
Yeah, yeah. I'm.
That's
You're sad about
it's
that,
gonna make me
dude.
so sad.
You get to see him
No,
one
I'm
more
whenever
time.
something ends, I
Okay,
get so sad.
hold on. Let me. Okay, hold on. Before I realize there's some hypocrisy in loving Monk and also hating the Good Doctor.
No, there is
I,
not,
Okay, but like,
because Monk is tasteful.
that's
yeah,
true.
but like at least with Monk, like
That's
they
true.
unironically, it's more just like a there he. Okay, the
That's
reason
not his
I would
care.
give
That's not his
Monk a pass is
personality.
that yeah, and also he's got like a support network that actually like values him.
Yeah.
He's not like an actual like some sort of carnival freak or something like
That-
that. They don't like treat it tonally like look at this carnival freak trying to be a doctor. Everybody, we all know,
Like,
wink, wink, nudge, nudge. He's never gonna make it. That kind of shit, you know. Like,
yeah, you see him progress as a person. Yeah. Okay. Actually, you know what? You know what? I take it back. The Good Doctor's a good show. No, I'm kidding. Uh,
I take it all back.
I-
I'm turning another leaf.
actually, I'm now
Mhm.
directing shows in Hollywood.
Well, yeah. I'm the
It
new
feels like
showrunner
a,
for The Good Doctor. You know,
thinking
season
back on
7
the Good
coming
Doctor,
out.
like that shit. Okay, it feels as tone deaf as The Big Bang Theory. Like
Yeah.
The Big Bang Theory is not targeting like a specific group of individual like uh neurotypical, like you know what I mean. They're not talking like autistic people, but Sheldon definitely like is the same genre
It's the same joke.
of
It's the same
person.
gimmick. You're
Yeah.
well, in The Good
You're
Doctor,
laughing
it's
at someone who you think is weird.
in The Good Doctor, it's more so you're appreciating someone that's weird, and like in Big Bang Theory, you're literally laughing at them.
Well, the thing is, I don't know how you're supposed to appreciate somebody that's weird when they set up like. Did you? Sorry, it's like all out of my brain already. But like, did we talk about how they called the brown girl like a jihadist?
God damn it! Yeah, the
Dude,
Muslim chick in the
that-
one episode.
They
Yeah.
Oh my
literally
God,
called the
you
Muslim
unlocked
girl,
that.
like
You
the
unlocked the memory.
autistic
Yeah.
doctor was like, "You're gonna make a bomb." I'm like,
A
"What the
Oh
fuck is
my
yeah,
God.
because again,
Oh my
that
God.
is daytime television brain. Like it's, you know,
Oh.
we're all respecting of other cultures until we're suddenly not,
not?" Yeah, like,
Yeah.
because
it felt
this
like
brown person
9/11
is a
happened.
jihadist. You know.
Like,
Bro,
Yeah.
I thought the Patriot Act happened like, 20 years ago. Jesus Christ. That's so stupid. I can't believe they did that. Like I put that out of my brain. I put it out of my brain that happened because it was so bad. I don't know.
mm-hmm.
Uh,
Like I don't think there's any redeeming it once it's gotten
Yeah.
to that point.
Yeah,
But
no-
Monk doesn't do any of that shit. Monk's
Yeah.
like trying to be a nice person the entire time. He's not like questionable at all.
God, why, I don't know how people.
That I know of.
Yeah.
He actually is like very useful to everyone around him. He generally has people who care about him and who are friends. He like, and again, it's more of just like there's a difference between like laugh at versus laugh along.
Yeah.
I suppose. Like I don't want to be like a punching down versus punching up kind of person that everyone gets all heated about when you talk about comedy, but there's definitely a this is a carnival freak that we have trotted out for you all to laugh at versus this is a quirky character who is useful to everybody, whose weird quirk is less of a detriment to isn't viewed as a detriment so much it is just like oh wow, this is a weird thing that like he's got to overcome to do the mystery plot, and that's at least interesting.
Yeah. And you kind of see him forming boundaries with people and people respecting his boundaries and what happens when people don't respect his boundaries in certain ways. It seems much more like real, I guess, even if they extrapolate on his illnesses or like are a little hyperbolic of what it's like sometimes. But I think it's much more real in a way. I think real, not in like a so real, so true bestie way, but like in a you're actually being real.
Mhm.
Riley, I don't know how you grew up, but did you come home from like school and see your like when you were sick, like sick days? Did you like come home and see like soap operas on television or something when you came home, or like or Oprah?
No, no. I usually, if I was like, I guess I was like lucky as a child because I never got like too like perilously sick, I guess I would say, too often.
Wow,
Like
dude,
I
it
definitely got away with like a lot
What do you
more
mean sick though? Like, because when I
like
came
just
home, like school
vomiting
was
or something
done,
like that.
and like soap operas were just on. Like they weren't like
well, I guess it's different depending on how, because we had a stay-at-home mom, like,
Mhm.
so I don't know
Yeah,
how.
both my parents were.
Yeah, see, so
Oh,
nobody was
I
watching TV
guess.
when you walked in. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
So
much.
so we had a
Hmm.
Like
oh
I
my
never I
God.
always just like if there was nothing on, I would just either read or I would just like be
Wow,
doing
nerd.
homework or outside or something like that or whatever. Yeah.
Nerd
Dude,
ass, dork ass, dweeb ass.
And ass.
You like learning in school? Um
cringe, cringe.
cringe. I'm cringing. But I guess we just unlocked like a memory, you know how people like grew up at a certain era and you woke up to George Lopez playing on your TV. I think we just unlocked another hidden like civilization trope where like everybody who had like a stay-at-home parent growing
Dun,
up,
dun, 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 dun. Yeah, 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 yeah.
like everybody who had a stay-at-home parent growing up uh ended up having like would come home to like Oprah or a soap opera playing at any time. And I know way too much about Sonny, the mob boss Sonny. Yeah, I don't know. This bit doesn't land now that Riley doesn't is oh is smart and we're not.
Not a Days of Our Lives head, I'm afraid.
What was that?
Not a Days of Our Lives or
Wow.
any of that.
General Hospital.
Wow.
Yeah. Fake fan.
It's always on television when I was growing up, but I never watched enough to understand what was going on. I just
Murder.
saw like the Italian guy, and I'm like, oh, he's a kind of a badass, isn't he?
Yeah, Sonny? Yeah. Yes, he
Yeah.
was. Dude, he's so
I
hot,
was like,
dude.
he's supposed to be the hothead. Like,
Dude,
I
he's
get him. I understand what he's supposed to be.
oh, he's the hothead, all right. He's hot.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red.
I remember wanting to be him when I grew up. But did you watch Drake and Josh?
I don't think so. I think that was like a
Oh,
little
What was
bit
your
after like my time or something like that. As
well,
far
wow.
as like,
what's your favorite cartoons then? Like,
I mean,
what's your
like,
guys' favorite cartoons?
I mean, to like that I would actually go back and watch, or just like as a
Just
child.
like thinking right
Growing up.
now.
How about like growing up?
I grew up with the typical '90s kid bullshit that you hear ad nauseum, like Rugrats or
Hell yeah.
like the Spider-Man animated TV series, Batman's, the Supermans, because those are like the ones where it's like, oh yeah, these are always bangers. I'd always watch these.
Hell yeah.
Sometimes, Hey Arnold to
Oh,
like a
oh,
lesser extent.
Riley, Static Shock?
Oh, dude, Static Shock.
Yeah.
Hero, static shock. Whoop, whoop. Thinking about it, it's probably not a. I'm like tone deaf a little bit, but
Nah, fuck it. We're giving no, you can't take away Static Shock from the black community of America.
I'm not. But like, I'm just saying, like that rap song did not age well.
I mean, yeah,
Probably
that's
not,
fine.
but like the
Like, how do we make white people want to listen to this rap?
Bro. I,
I mean, like Bruce Timm, had like full creative control over it, so it's not like he didn't intend for the song to be.
Yeah, I know. I get it. It's just a little funny to me, I think.
That's fair.
yeah, that's funny. Oh my god, who put this on the list, dude? Who put Steven with the front bottoms? I don't want to talk
That
about
was me.
I don't want to
That
talk
was
about how
me, buddy.
Steven
I'm sorry.
that's such a crazy shift. We just went from Static Shock to the front bottoms. Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
why I was
Okay.
thinking about it was because Sorry,
Bro.
it was because I sent a meme to. Did I send it to meme to Steven or did he send it to me? Where it was like this girl. No, yeah, he sent it to me. It was just like this girl was like, "Yo, you want to listen to the Front Bottoms?" And it's just like saying music, and I was like, she was just like making fun of the lyrics, pretty much. Like, how come? What is with all those bands? I don't know what genre it is. What is it with them and like saying two opposites and then being like, I'm this, like, I am rich, I am poor, I am bad with my money. Like, shit like that the entire time. I don't
It's
get
poetic, dude. You don't get it?
it.
I exist.
I do not.
It's
I do
the
not
new,
get
dude,
it.
it's the new I think, therefore I am. Tell me I'm wrong.
I can't. I can't tell you you're wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tell me I'm
I
wrong.
don't know what you're wrong about at that point.
I think,
it's kind of
therefore
funny
I am.
because it like
I mean, I just don't like pop punk because, like, if you, okay, so I'm an album person, and if you put on like a pop punk album, bro, by the end of it, you are not having fun, like at all. Like you're like, I've heard this song 6 times, but this one's slower. This one's a lot slower. This time he's really sad. I don't know.
This time he's even more sad.
I don't know. Does that land? Does this bit land? Does talking about pop punk land?
I don't know.
Riley,
Is
would
it
you?
really pop punk? I thought it was like it's got to be like a subgenre though, right? Like I don't.
Yeah, it's probably like Hobo Johnson adjacent. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about music to know what Hobo Johnson adjacent means, and that scares me though.
Riley's
Cares.
Riley's over here like, I read books. Okay.
Little sus.
So true, so true. Honestly, so true.
So true.
I bet.
So true.
So I wrote Real Housewives. I'm not talking about the actual Real Housewives. I worked on a set at one point where we were doing the Real Housewives of, and then the location we were at, and I had to do like this fake filming, and like it was the most amount of times. I just wanted to bring it up. It was the most amount of times that I've ever had wine thrown in my face. Is that enough? I'm sorry. I don't know.
No, I'm just trying to like to focus my mind. I'm focusing my key, Chase, to unleash upon you the fact that I know far too much about the Real Housewives because of my coworkers.
So this motherfucker reads books but watches the Real Housewives?
I do not, under any circumstances, want to listen to the Real Housewives. It is thrust upon me like a nightmare that never ends.
Riley said, I said, hey man, you ever watch Ed, Edd and Eddy? Riley goes, nah man, I don't watch that shit. And then I'm like, oh, okay, what do you do?
The Real Housewives? Oh my god, bitch. Slay.
Yes, you slut. Oh my god.
What was that? The Jersey Shore?
Yeah.
I've never seen it, but like thinking about Real Housewives just leads me into that vein of show.
But
I don't
you
know
don't.
if it's true. It feels true to me.
It is.
Like,
it's the same
I will
type of
never
show.
watch them.
It's the same type of show.
Yeah.
It's literally both just reality TV. Yeah. But
the reality TV that's like, oh hey, I'm Guy Fieri and I'm gonna make you go into this grocery store and you got 5 minutes to pick out. That's me. That's my shit.
I mean, but those are at least like those
I would never
like
watch
game shows, you know, like
it is,
and at least those are like fun. Real Housewives it's a nightmare that never ends. It is an assault on the senses of the worst human beings you have ever conceived of being worse all the time.
I don't know, man. It's after 2005. I'd never look at a man with bleached tips.
I'd never look.
I mean,
what about a fire like
Fieri's fun and doesn't like say racial slurs or like demean a Indonesian guy for existing.
Did he do that?
No, that's a real thing that happened on the Real Housewives. It's the most
gross
shit. It's hilariously gross.
Okay, but like
people love that show because it's gross, but I can just
I
don't know. I can't vibe with it.
It's like The Good Doctor. I can't watch that.
Would
what? Cabinet?
Real Housewives? What?
Cabinet?
Oh, I don't know, man.
I don't know. I don't know what
That's
any of
I'd
them
have
like.
to be real. I'd have to be trapped in like a
But
fucking
then-
desert or some shit. You
but
know,
then
like,
you'd
I'm at
be
a
a-
low point in my life.
But then you'd be a real house husband.
Oh.
dog. Those guys don't get off so easy, man. That's a fate worse than death in some
Yeah.
times. You know, like, good God.
Yeah, I remember one time when grandma told both Maxie. I say grandma because we're related. In case you missed the first episode, in that case, go back and watch it because we talk about how Maxie doesn't like gay people.
Oh
But
my god, that's not what happened.
but but one time our grandma told us that we were so funny and interesting, and then she hit us with the combo of saying that we reminded her of the Big Bang Theory.
That was cool. Thanks, Grandma.
You're so funny and intelligent. You guys are great. You remind me of Sheldon from the Big Bang Theory. You remind me of the doctor from the Good Doctor.
what if someone did hit you with you remind me of the doctor from the
Dude.
Good Doctor, how hard would you wish for death?
Like,
Less than Sheldon.
yeah.
Honestly.
I'm gonna say it. I don't think I'd care if it was the good. Okay.
Yeah,
know.
Okay.
Okay, I'm having
Okay,
a bad time
yeah.
because I'm thinking about it, the implicit implications of what the hell's going on, and versus like the Good Doctor and like at least Sheldon is functional.
That's true.
The Good Doctor is not functional no matter how many PhDs he gets.
Yeah. I mean,
he's-
but has
he's collecting the PhDs like Pokemon cards, and it's still not enough.
has Sheldon saved any lives?
Has the Good Doctor saved any lives?
I don't know. I don't watch the
I
show.
don't know either. I refuse to watch enough of the show to figure it out.
Bro, the Good Doctor should have just been like an actual doctor being recorded, and it's just watching them do their like rounds at 5 a.m. and then go and talk to the nurse and be like, yeah, that one patient, give them more of this. And then he goes home and then he sleeps for 6 hours and then he wakes up and he does the same thing over and over again until he dies, because that's what actual doctors do. And I think
agree.
that's way more interesting to me. I don't know. Maybe like How to Save a Life. Isn't that the name of the show?
No, that's the theme song.
What's that called? I don't know. Dr.
Are you
Dreamy?
talking about, wait a minute, are you talking about Scrubs?
No. No. Almost.
I don't know
Almost.
what
No,
you're
that's the
fucking talking about here,
No,
man.
dude, that's the
No.
Fortnite dance.
That's
Oh,
a-
God damn it.
The one with Dr. Dreamy, whatever his name is. You know,
you're
no, it's
losing
not all
me
my
here, brother.
children. It's
dude. Okay, never mind.
man.
Hey, let the bit die. Let the bit die.
okay. Whatever.
We're putting the bit down. We're euthanizing the bit.
So Riley, moving on. One time you told your what about your cousin? Huh? What was that?
Oh,
said-
fuck yeah. Oh, God damn it.
Yeah, it's talking
So,
about being
On-
compared to
you-
people.
You had mentioned the whole like, oh yeah, the Sheldon from the Big Bang Theory bit, and it reminded me of a time that my cousin like mentioned to me offhandedly. She's like, I don't fucking remember what comment or joke I had been telling, but she was like, you know, you're so eloquent with your jokes and your acting or whatever. You remind me of like this one really smart guy I heard of, and I'm like, oh man, she's gonna be like Neil deGrasse Tyson or some shit, and she just hits me with the fucking most horrible Uno reverse card ever. It's like, oh no, yeah, Ben Shapiro, and I'm just like, oh okay, well
That's
you've officially
epic.
lost me. That's I officially want to die.
Well,
That's-
actually, you see, women want a man who speaks with authority, like me, personally, Ben Shapiro.
Consider, what if I accidentally
you
got
to a date.
pushed underneath your shoe like an ant. I have to go to this mousetrap and get the cheese, but the mousetrap keeps snapping my leg off. This is the future that the Democrats want. It's like no, she is
I-
herself a very weird conservative, but it was just
Oh,
like,
okay. I was about to say, is she like a normal
yeah,
person?
yeah. She's like, no, she's
Okay.
like a
Oh,
fucking
so
dude. She's a
So that was a compliment.
Well, Ben Shapiro,
that
so
was a compliment
spiffy.
that she had tried telling me, yes, but like her she's like a Liberty University graduate, which kind of tells you
Oh,
quite a bit,
yikes.
like it's a, oh yeah, oh that, ooh, you kind of got to
Yeah.
do the whole like ooh, kind of shit
Well,
at
at
that, but
least they don't have any power.
yeah, for
Yeah.
the most part, I
Yeah.
don't gotta like spend a in
I,
large amount of time.
I always find it funny when people like either hold like Ben Shapiro or like any smart people up like in general. Like somebody like one of my friends was like, "Oh yeah, dude, this reminds me of like something Socrates said or Aristotle." And I'm like I'm
Oh
like
God.
and I
what are you
literally
talking about?
bro, I literally said, "Weren't they pedophiles?" Bro, you telling me they
Is it
might be
Nick
smart.
Fuentes coming back to the front again for some reason? I don't know for what, but I'm like
Probably
I
being a
remember
pedophile?
linking
I don't
something
know.
the other day. Like I don't know. I
I
just
don't
don't
know.
remember what it was.
Look, I'm not gonna say he's a pedophile. I'm just going to
I am.
say,
Well, Socrates was better.
well, yeah, that's what. Yeah, I was talking about Socrates, not Nick Fuentes. Everybody knows he's a no,
Yeah, it's well,
no, but yeah, uh, yeah, Aristotle, Socrates. You're mentioning there's one thing in common with these people, and they love little boys, and not in the good
Ooh.
way.
and not
Ah.
washing. And not washing. Don't forget the not washing themselves.
Some stinky. You gonna listen to some stinky pedophiles? That's what I'm gonna hit people with the next time. That's like Einstein. He's like well, I guess it's more acceptable, but not really. Like he like was married to his cousin. Did you know that?
I didn't know that, but for some reason this doesn't surprise me,
You're like,
considering American, a lot of the collegiate studies gets a little bit, sucking air through the teeth, kind of.
yeah, I didn't know that. That's crazy. He like actually married his cousin after like his wife left after he left his wife for his cousin or some crazy shit. I don't know. And then his wife became and then his cousin was his wife and then his wife was his cousin and then all was one.
Thanks, cousin life.
Yeah. Speaking of never mind. I'm
Jesus
not
Christ.
no, 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 no. No, I'm not gonna do that.
I beg of thee, mercy,
Yeah.
mercy, Monsignor.
Why did you write down that you got called Noam Chomsky by Elliot, an old friend of ours
I-
named Elliot?
Because I figured that was derogatory.
Why is that there?
I-
Noam Chomsky's chilling. He's weird, but he's chilling.
No, I thought he was a pedophile.
He is?
He has,
Yeah,
Jeffrey
he
Epstein.
was Jeffrey Epstein's Island, dude.
Oh!
Everything that comes out about Noam Chomsky past like 2010
Bro.
has been nothing but negative.
You
Yeah,
telling
it's
me?
been a lot of a lot of, again, air harshly sucked through teeth kind of shit.
You telling me the dude who would answer my email if I emailed him right now is also a guy who flew to Jeffrey Epstein's island?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's wild.
he
That's crazy. I can't believe. Wow, it really be your own. It really be your own.
Yeah, I didn't like the guy anyway because the
Wow.
only thing I could think of like when I was thinking about Noam Chomsky was like he's just a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Like-
well, no, he's fought for a lot of like rights for humans.
Yeah, but wasn't he
but-
also kind of weird about like gay shit too?
Yeah,
is that
he
like
could have
not
been.
a thing?
He could have been.
I
The
don't
dude's
remember.
like the dude's literally like older than the queen, and she's dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my man is older than dirt. Like,
Yeah,
in a lot
I
of
it doesn't
ways.
surprise me. He's lived a lot of life being like a crazy, very outwardly spoken person. So, I don't know. Damn, that's crazy. Wow, I
Norman
can't.
Finkelstein is also a extremely weird guy for much of the same reason.
Wait, who?
Norman Finkelstein is another kind of
Oh.
like intellectual guy, sort of like Noam Chomsky, but
Mhm.
he's just an incredibly weird old guy.
Damn.
Like, he was cool, and then he just got real weird about a lot of shit.
I mean,
like, mostly gay people. Like,
when your
just
last name is
extra weird.
Finkelstein, you know what I mean?
It sucks, dude.
Finkelstein.
It sucks so hard.
Man,
Like,
that's
there's
sad.
a lot of cool things about him, but they're detracted by, again, him just being really weird about gay people. You know,
Do
it's
you?
not something that I like. Usually, kind of like I'm usually accepting of as people just being weirdly fucking bigoted.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a
Um,
big turnoff for me for like listening to them talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Usually, if somebody's a bigot, I just don't listen to them. Well, I'd like to not listen to them.
In a just and good world, we would not have to hear the awful fucked up shit they say, but you know.
Yeah, in my world, they would be instantly deplatformed. Yeah. Yeah.
I'd just kill him.
Whoa.
Can I say that?
Whoa,
I don't know.
whoa,
Can I say
whoa, 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 whoa.
I don't know. Like,
No.
yeah.
No, you can't say
Yeah,
that.
cut the mic.
Yeah, somebody get his mic, bro. Somebody get his mic.
I'm trying my best here.
All right, you can say it again. I just cut it out. What did you say you would do?
No, nothing.
Yeah, that's okay. That's better. That's better.
Don't worry about it.
No,
There's a gun
okay,
to my
okay.
head.
Oh, okay, good. Everybody's smiling. So, what is this? Is it? Is Andrew Tate really an anime fan now? That checks
Yeah,
out.
he's posting weird shit on Twitter where so he used to be like, if you like anime and fuck, you're not a real man, you soy fuck. And now he's like dancing to Chaika from the fucking opening, and it's some cringe shit. Honestly, I don't know what's wrong with it.
Sometimes jail just changes a man.
Yeah, sometimes you're in jail and you gotta watch. Dude, I know for a fact he finished all of One Piece in there. There's
Sometimes
nothing.
you go to jail and you come out just a little bit different, you know, like the Shawshank Redemption.
Bro,
More
imagine
cringe.
imagine Andrew Tate as the main character of Shawshank Redemption, and at the end, instead of meeting up, what's his name? Was it Red? Instead of meeting Red up on the island, like in South America, he just walks into a Comic-Con.
He's at Comcat. He's just like there. He's got like a bunch of like pornographic fucking doujins there. He's just like, hey, Red, I found some of the good shit. And you're like, my God, what the fuck is this?
He's wearing cat ears. When the lightning strikes, he's wearing cat ears holding a body pillow.
he crawls out of the shit, and there's just like a shit.
Yeah,
yeah. He's like,
Sugoi!
yeah!
Sugoi desu ne.
Fuck.
Oh my
We're all
god.
going to hell.
Dude, I hope I die soon. Anyway,
Hope I die soon.
I never wanted that image in my
It's
own
that
head.
fucking weird Earth that we live in
I mean,
constantly. Every
okay.
day is just weird.
But it's the incel bingo card, right? Like to start liking anime, right? Like he's just going.
Start liking
Well-
anime. I don't know if it's like the inceldom thing or if he just has like, or the like his particular CTE that he got from like getting smashed in the skull in like a Belarusian kickboxing federation that like has made him be like, oh yeah, you know, I really I really think that fucking Chinubio has the best waifus or whatever the fuck. You know, like,
My waifu Rika.
yeah, listen,
really
ReZero
was
is
Junie
got the
today.
it's everything that isekai can be, and it's like somebody made the joke like a long time ago about like Greg Gutfield being a fan of 100 Gex, and it's just like imagine like you're a really ancient old person watching like Fox News, and you're trying to figure out that weird new music that Greg Gutfield is telling you about, and like Money Machine starts playing, but it's that, but like every like fascist like Belarusian death squad freak has to pretend that like
Isn't it?
liking K-On! Is really, really cool and debased and the
I don't
key
even
to
understand.
saving Western democracy.
I don't get it because like they're just fucking 13-year-old girls, man. What's so manly and like, dude, you're watching little girls have fun. I don't. I mean, outside of the fact that it sounds
Well,
pedophilic right
well,
now,
I was
like,
about to say he's also
like,
watching little girls have fun in a different way.
yeah, like there's nothing cool about it.
Allegedly.
You should like
Allegedly.
weebs. I'm gonna say weebs deserve to get bullied.
Yeah.
I think we've become far too complacent in our like society. We need to start bullying video game likers. We need to start bullying. We need to start bullying anime
Yeah,
fans.
yeah.
See, I'm saying what people are
People
thinking
who
right
enjoy
now.
Skinamarink, they all need
Yeah,
to go to
fuck
hell.
those
And dude,
guys.
I'm seeing it now. Andrew Tate starts liking anime, no longer a Chad. Smug comes in. I think we should bully anime fans. You've
Like
taken the
next
place.
week, like Maxie gets a check in the mail from like a fucking Serbian fascist. Like, hey brother, can you do cameo? Tell them about the Bosnian dogs, and it's like you're just like, no, I just wanted to bully weeaboos. I don't why am I getting messages from Turkish people about
Yeah, I don't
Enderdown?
understand what's going on here anymore. I'm lost.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all weird East Asian.
I mean,
like Eastern European politics and fairness.
well,
Just being lost all the time. They're lost too.
I don't know. I just think I don't think his run, like I don't think Andrew Tate's run has ever been like not predictable at all. And I think that's my biggest critique of him is he's just not interesting. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just like you're a terrible person, and even worse, I
Yeah,
don't like seeing you at all.
Well, it's like
Like you're not funny, you're not cool.
You're kind of just repeating pickup artist shit that
Yeah.
like is kind of silly and cringe like 10 years ago, but you're just kind of doing it again. Like
And
everybody,
it's
all like
not
these
cool.
like new atheists, like new right dorks were like windmill dunking on the MGTOW people like 5 years ago, and now all of them are like, I'm MGTOW now. Women, get them out of here. I'm gonna sleep in a fucking Mountain Dew filled cave with my own farts from now on. And it's like,
Bro, that is a clip of a clip. I swear to God, I'm gonna have that on the soundboard in no time. Oh my God. Hey, you got that? Okay, I just want to make
I'm fine with that. Don't
women
worry.
get them out of here.
Yeah, that's gonna be our shock jock in the morning. fucking
Jesus
soundboard.
Christ. I
Yeah,
don't
but that's
know.
like what they all are. It's just like you're like again, like 5 or 10 years ago, all these pickup artist guys were like beefing with MGTOW dudes about like how fucking lame and shitty and idiotic and poorly dressed and unwashed they are. And now all of them are like, yeah, actually, those MGTOW guys, they were right. By the way, I've converted to Islam now. Like, I have memorized the Talmud or something crazy like that. You know, just like the most insane shit you've ever heard. Like, yeah, this guy who, like, 5 years ago was like, I don't know, saying the most racist shit you've ever heard. He's doing the good doctor bit about like Muslims or whatever, but worse somehow. Yeah, he's really into Islam and like,
Yeah.
but not in the cool way, like where you're eating, tiramisu and wearing a keffiyeh or something like that. In
That
the,
is
in the
wrong.
bad way
Isn't
where you just kind
tiramisu
of
Italian?
say what?
I thought tiramisu was Italian.
No,
I don't know.
tiramisu
I
is
don't know.
tiramisu is Spanish.
I'm
Yeah.
googling
No,
it right
no, no, it's not.
I'm sure that I'm wrong. Like
I don't
I'm
know.
okay
Google
with
that
being wrong.
shit.
I will
Fact
admit
check.
it.
Italian,
Fact check.
yeah. Okay.
Oh wow.
Italian. I'm smarter than you.
Okay,
Wow.
Deal with
yeah,
it.
fair.
Yeah.
Um,
Fair.
You know what Spanish people
Only by
have?
facts and logic.
You know what Spanish people have that's like tiramisu, but not? Tres leches.
Oh.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty great.
Huh.
Machada.
What the fuck did you call me?
Horchata?
Horchata.
Horchata.
It's
Oh,
like really, really
horchata.
good,
I was like, you talking
cinnamon
about?
and almond milk and stuff.
That's good. Yeah.
I said,
fucking
I said,
great,
you
man.
talking about the village in Russia right now? Machada.
about
Hey,
the
look, it's okay. Like
Guatemalan
6 people
dictator?
got
I
that.
thought I heard rum chata the first time. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, those are pretty tasty.
Dude.
You got a point there, Riley.
Dad made fun of me when he used my car because I had so many receipts in there. I'm not
Mhm.
joking. Like the majority of those were horchata. Like it was just receipts for
Fucking
me
rock.
getting horchata. Like, it, yeah. But hey, you know what? You win some, you lose some. I don't know. Oh no, don't tell me it's true. I got information. I received information that might be damning.
Uh, what's that?
What'd you get?
Nintendo's looking into making a Legend of Zelda movie.
Well, I mean, the Mario movie worked.
Yeah, the Mario movie made a $1 billion or whatever the fuck, which I get kind of like
Uh,
they want to play the hits and I understand that, but it's like I don't know, I guess I would understand. I can kind of get like, the not wanting to
Well,
have that. Like it's
I'm just, I'm not a Nintendo stan anymore. I fucking hate them.
you gave up.
I am so far gone.
I get it.
Like,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
respect anything they've done since a while, and that's not looking too good for them, considering I really liked Pokemon.
I mean, I always loved the once a year Mario hit.
Well, like, I didn't like
but
any of the Galaxies. Hot take.
what?
People don't.
What?
People usually like them. I didn't.
Mario Galaxy? I mean, okay. You may not have liked the game, but the music?
Well, I don't care about the music. I'm playing.
What
a
do you mean you
game.
don't care about the music? That's like the
Play a
best.
game.
Oh,
That's
no.
that's the best video game soundtrack ever.
I
Like,
know
oh my.
Yeah, it's the best ever. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. The
Oh
game
my
like, had
God.
huge camera issues, and it kind of gave me vertigo. And like the levels, like I'm thinking about it, like going back to 64 or even
I'm-
Sunshine, they weren't like the hub world was lackluster compared to like even IL Delfino, and that game's not even completed. I don't even think like sure Super Mario Sunshine is a great game, but that game's not even finished. It like was definitely rushed because like even that whole end area right before Bowser, you know what I'm talking about, like. But at least the overworld felt cohesive and it felt like you were going from place to place. Same thing with Super Mario 64. It felt cohesive. Felt
Yeah.
like the world was expansive. I don't
Whatever.
feel that when I'm
I
playing
get
Galaxy.
it.
You're pointing and clicking into a new area. It's like, Super Mario. It's like Super Mario Brothers where you just click to the next area.
I think
Like
it's
Super Mario
really.
Brothers 3.
I think it's really funny that you started this out, like your critique of it, with the camera messes up sometimes. Very, very okay critique of the game. I agree. Very okay. And then you go, it gives me vertigo sometimes.
I mean, it does.
I mean, I'm just saying, if we're talking about like, if we're talking about a critique of a video game and you're like, sometimes when I look at Claude Monet's paintings, it gives me a nosebleed.
It's just how bad the camera movement is, especially on like small maps, like small worlds, because like you're going around, the camera doesn't follow right, and it just like,
Yeah, I mean, I get your critique of it because it's like,
sure you do.
yeah, it's like linear. It's like linear maps with like camera that doesn't follow correctly sometimes. Yeah, I get it. It sucks, but I mean, not the game. I think the game's fine. I think it's not terrible. I think it's like us. I don't know. I haven't played it in a while, so I don't want to give out a ranking, but I'm going to do it anyway because I have to because my brain is broken. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. It's better than nothing. It's better than a normal game.
That's a big fucking nothing.
It's better than being shot in the balls with a
Wow,
bag.
it's better
Yeah.
than pushing. Like,
Well, okay, but if you ask me like Super Mario
I think it's,
Sunshine,
like, fine,
if you ask me like Super Mario Sunshine, that's like an 8 to me though. Like I just
I
love
like
how that
Sunshine.
game feels.
I
Yeah.
don't want it to be like blinded by my nostalgia at all. Like I'm not trying to be.
I don't care. I'll do it.
I'm telling this to the viewers here. I don't
Oh,
want to be put on the
sorry.
spot. Like I don't think I'm trying to be. I'm like trying to be objective about it here. I just don't think like it's just not for me at all. Like newer games generally aren't for me, and I don't know I don't think that's nostalgic. I just think it's a thing I got to learn about myself.
Yeah.
The
What do you think, Rayleigh? Where's the state of
I
Nintendo?
never had a Wii, so
Oh, what the?
I yeah, well, I mean, I had an Xbox.
I read
360,
books.
Sorry.
I
Got
swear. Hey, Riley, what do you listen to? Books, audiobooks.
I do.
I'm not wrong. Yeah, I'm not
You're
wrong.
not wrong. You've nailed my dick to the floor on this one. I'm sorry.
I was actually
You're like.
I was actually gonna ask you, do you use Audible?
I do use that.
Okay.
You
I was
pay for
thinking
Audible.
I was thinking about getting an Audible account.
Yeah, I paid for Audible. I just like it.
I mean, I don't see
enjoy
anything
it.
wrong with it. I'm just saying, like, I don't have money. I don't make money.
So are you able to do like two? Are you able to do like two books at a time, and then once you're done, you like cycle them out, or are you like able to do as many books as you want?
I've kind of always been pretty good at like multitasking books. It's just kind of a thing that I do when I have time. Sometimes I have more time than others,
Well,
I guess.
I feel like if
Huh.
I'm listening to an audiobook, I think I should just rather read the book because, like, if I'm
There's
listening
definitely
to
some
it,
books
right?
that are like that.
Like, but the thing is, like, when I'm doing that, I'm listening to the audiobook, right? But I feel like because I'm listening to someone say it, I'm either like, if I do something else, I won't be listening. One, right? Like,
Mhm.
I will focus my attention on that.
Hmm.
And if I'm focusing on the audiobook, why am I not just reading the book? That's kinda
Because
like what I'm
hold on,
getting.
because you're doing other things while you're listening. You're doing menial labor tasks while you're listening. You're
That's
filling
all-
out
No, I can't do it because even menial
You're
labor tasks
filling-
gotta hyper focus on it.
you're
Like, I
filling
don't
out
know
an Excel
if it's
spreadsheet.
ADHD.
I don't know. I don't know,
No.
dude.
Hey, that's me.
Well,
I'm
maybe
filling
if I
out
had like a
Excel
9 to 5
spreadsheet.
job and it was literally filling out, like, I think maybe I could do it because I did that with like listening to music. I'd listen to albums while I was in class. You know what I mean? And I would just like,
Like if you were in the middle of carrying a League of Legends games and your hot wife came in, your braless wife
Yeah,
came
my-
in,
my
you'd
wife came in. She's braless, dude.
Yeah,
And like,
yeah.
oh man, I love my wife. That's kind of crazy that Ninja's like the wife lover instead of like a wife hater.
yeah.
Because like,
I mean,
you
I'll
know,
give
That's
him
not really
credit for not
crazy.
being, like, a
well,
really
it's not
weird piece of
crazy, but
shit, you know.
it's not crazy, but you know what I mean. Like, you think he, like, he's a gamer.
Isn't-
You think annoying.
Well, I mean, he is annoying, but not
You
for.
know what I mean.
Oh, so you think all gamers hate their wives, huh?
Yes.
I'll
I
have
will
you-
say it outright.
I'll have you
think
know-
you like my wife.
Anti-wife gamer action over here.
Dude, that's messed up. At first it's the gays, now
I
it's the
don't-
gamers.
First, they came for the both of the G's are coming to get
Yeah.
out of here first. I'm
Dude.
not
We don't hate gay people, by the way. We do not hate gay people. This is not a podcast
everybody
like
here
that.
is bisexual.
What do y'all think about Malcolm X? No.
I don't know. I don't know. What the hell you want me to say? I don't know.
About Malcolm X, or what do you mean?
No,
Like
no,
Nintendo.
Not the
I mean, I can say a lot about Malcolm X. I like
I can say
Malcolm
a lot
X.
about Nintendo. Okay, I'm gonna say it because this is a perfect segue since we're talking about Nintendo. I still don't understand Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild and now Tears of the Kingdom at all. I don't get it. I don't get why they work. I don't get why people eat it up. It doesn't
Because okay, so let me break it down from the dev point of view. Okay, you make a game expansive, so you don't have to fill it with a bunch of stuff, but you still fill it with a bunch of stuff, and then it gives people like at least like 100 hours to play, and then people are like, even if they don't like the game, they still have to play it for like 100 hours to fully experience it. So like, you know, what are you gonna do? You know, you're gonna play,
Yeah.
like
No,
I mean, it's a
'cause
cheat
like
code.
why
It's
I mean,
the cheat
why,
code.
Fuck. It's why
Elden
Genshin
Ring?
Impact works. You know what I mean?
I thought you were gonna say Elden Ring, because like that's the same thing.
Elden Ring's also. I also don't like Elden. Like again, I'm
I
hitting
mean-
you with all of my hot takes immediately to get my character out of the gate. I played
mean-
through all of Elden Ring. Took me 100 hours. Do everything in the game. Not a good game. I think the first few hours are pretty good though.
I I have the opinion that I haven't played Elden Ring, and I think that if you're going into a game that's open world and expecting like very, I wouldn't say linear, but you're expecting like the quality of a linear storytelling game, you're just not gonna get it. And I already have very low standards for my games. If you are able to make me not think about the real world for like 20 hours, you've done amazing. Like, but on top of that, there's like obvious issues, I think, with open world games that are inherent with how you develop them. That's my very lukewarm take. I don't know.
Game development hard.
Yeah, it's more so game development hard than it is this is a bad game. I think it's just if you wanted a full open world game with like interactive storytelling, it would take you so long to develop, and I don't think any gaming company in the top 10 gaming companies uh is switching over to a non-profit organization anytime soon in order to.
I mean, it's the reason that like people expected like GTA 6 to have come out like
E-
7 odd years ago. Like,
exactly.
there's no fucking way that they're gonna like. They're not under any circumstances going to like ever release like any GTA game unless like until they have sucked dry the live service model games that they've already made, i.e., Red Dead Redemption 2 and shit like that. It's
Yeah.
just not happening.
I don't think it's yeah. I think that's why generally speaking, I also prefer GTA style games opposed to like Skyrim style games. And that's not like the fantasy aspect. I love the aesthetic of Skyrim and like the Elder Scrolls series, but I think that GTA 5 has so much interaction with the world, with the open world, that it's like just a more complete game. Like in a way that like Skyrim or even Oblivion doesn't even like come close to. Like Oblivion, at least you had like interesting characters along like desolated parts of the map. It felt like it was kind of. It felt like it was a semi-full game, and when you did experience certain things in it, it gave you like that sense of like, oh, this is interesting, this is different, this is nice. But I don't know.
The kind of the very sort of, I guess, like stereotypical there's adventure around every corner kind
Yeah.
of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gave you that. It gave you that feeling. I think that Skyrim has a very hard time of doing that. But Skyrim's also like the biggest selling game of all time, I
Well, the
think.
thing is,
So
Skyrim doesn't
One of
like
the biggest-
tend to lead you into doing other shit than the main story usually. Like it
yeah,
kind of puts an imperative on doing it via like narrative, like implications. And then like all this other side shit, like you can go out and do it, like, but you only have to hit like 4 cities to really like beat the game, right? I forgot like which ones, but you're not even like exploring the entire map. Like it's weird to me. Also, like I don't understand. Like this is like off topic here. Like you know Banjo Kazooie nuts and bolts like did Tears of the Kingdom first, right? And nobody liked it, like at all. Like
You know-
you know what I mean? Like the general
I think that
consensus.
Nuts and Bolts was a lot less polished and had like a lot less of a
Brother, this is on the
feel.
Switch. I don't think you understand how polished this game actually is. Like, I get the notion, but I think it's more like, I guess, Nuts and Bolts made fun of the audience at the beginning, like poking fun at it. But
Yeah,
the
it's not what
audience
people
took it
wanted for sure.
took it the wrong way because they definitely wanted like a another like a ukulele. Like they wanted
Yeah.
another platformer. And then they made fun of it, like nobody wants this anymore. And then gamers, you know how gamers act. you know how those people act.
That's a very loaded question.
Yeah, they took it the wrong way and just had a shit.
There was
fit
also
where
like
they
a
got
lot of
pissed
stuff that,
off.
where like some of the launch stuff is really weird. Like I think that times around that kind of stuff has changed a bit. Like
Yeah.
I think that satire would land a whole lot better now,
Yes.
ironically, because of something like Nuts and Bolts than like back when Microsoft buys Rare as a company and then kicks them into the shovelware mines for like a million years, and then finally they're saying Banjo-Kazooie is coming out, and everyone's like, oh my god, Microsoft has finally released Rare from the whack-ass crystal prison that they've kept them in for 10 years.
Yeah.
And then this game that comes out,
it
doesn't feel very complete. It's really, really threadbare. Whereas one could theoretically argue that the newer Zelda game it has a bit more going for it, a bit more meat on the bones. Again, despite it being on the Switch.
Well, it's also unfair that it has more meat on the bones too, because it's literally using the same fucking game.
Yeah,
well, that is
because it's supposed to be a DLC kind of like what the whole thing was. It's like a DLC off of Breath of the Wild. And, like there's barely, like sure things are different, but they had the baseline down, so there's like less work, and you basically like what?
I mean,
barely any difference
do that
out
all
of
the
it.
time when they actually keep their employees, though.
Yeah.
That's the benefit of having a development team that you can carry over from game to game. It's the reason why, like, anytime you hear gamers complain about, like, why can't we return to the early 2000s and the 90s when they made classic games like Thief 2 Gold Edition? It's like, okay, the reason they made Thief 2 so efficiently is because they made Thief 1, and all of those developers stayed and kept being paid money.
Yeah.
If you fire everybody, or you're shutting down the studios left, right, and center, or you're chewing up people in the crunch machine, you can't do that. You can't make a game that is using assets from the previous one and has a similar design and control sensibility because, well, you fired all those guys, so you obviously got to start from scratch again. And Nintendo gets to get away with that and gets a lot more charity because on some surface levels they're a little bit better than most companies.
Yeah.
There's other reasons why they're bad, but I won't definitely argue with, but that's one of the reasons I think.
I'm just going to say it. Needs to be said. You're talking about Nuts and Bolts did it first? Minecraft did it first.
You want to talk about what did rail grinding first?
Sonic Adventure.
Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, baby.
Yeah.
That's right. You
and
on those rails.
Cold take. Sonic Adventure 2 had a better soundtrack.
Oh my god, you are so right, Bestie.
Gosh. What would you
learn? What are you gonna say, Riley?
Yeah, go ahead.
There's some dumb joke I could have made about like Carmageddon, like it did vehicle combat for. That's right, Carmageddon, baby, the first game to get almost banned in the United States. Let's go.
No, what game did vehicle combat? That's right, the Hot Wheels game.
Yeah.
Well, actually, just pulls out like a big dumb dictionary. I think you'll find that an ancient MSX game from 1984 did vehicle combat the best, and then
actually
throws tomatoes at that person.
Actually, you know what did vehicle combat the best?
Tonka Truck Simulator.
Oh my god,
dude!
Where you had the little things, you pulled the levers, and the oh man, fuck!
I've unlocked a childhood memory for you. Fuck yeah, let's go.
And you pull the levers, and it's like, oh, I gotta clean up this
what is it?
Debris.
What is that? What is the first? What was that one? You remember that one where you get like the lightning zap ability on your car? Do you remember that?
Twisted Metal.
Yo!
I know exactly what we're talking
Yo,
about.
why the fuck you know so much about combat cars?
Listen, I owned a PlayStation 1.
Yeah, I thought Seth was the Fast and Furious guy.
And
yeah,
played nothing but the worst shovelware imaginable. And a lot of it had to do with racing games because those were cheap.
Hey, you know what?
That is core memory for me.
Hey,
did you like Beetle Adventure Racing?
I don't think I ever played
Oh
that.
no, you gotta play that one.
It's
so cute. Your little beetle.
I don't mean to do this again, but I'm gonna do the bit again. I go, oh, hey, you know Oprah Winfrey? And Riley goes, who? And then I go, I was like, you know that one game with a red car? And Riley's like, Twisted Metal.
Exactly.
I'm like, hey, you know that one game with a car and it goes kind of fast? 187, ride or die.
I also know about that game too, and I hate it.
What?
I hate
What
the
is
You know
with
the
you?
one game where you're like
you
on
have
the on the
cleanest
road.
read on me, and it's so fucked.
Oh my
We are
god.
going to do so much more of this, and you're gonna like pull some dumb fucking bullshit out of the hat, and I'm gonna be like, I've actually read that, yeah, and you're like, fuck.
I'm gonna say like, oh
Do
man,
you
you know,
remember playing Cruisin' USA? Like all the fucking
yes,
time and just
Yeah,
not ever
yeah.
completing the game.
yes.
I
I was
actually
so
won
bad.
Cruising USA. At one
What? No,
time.
you're a liar. I
I
don't believe
am
you.
not a fucking liar.
I don't know, Maxie. I said zapping other cars and he got it
Oh
instantly.
yeah, Riley's the car guy.
Yeah.
Riley's the fictional car guy.
Yeah, I'm like, hey Riley, you know so much about cars. Can you do a tune-up? And then Riley's like, absolutely not. But I know
Fuck
what car
you.
this. I
Absolutely
know.
not go to hell.
but I know what car that I know what game this car is in. Or what car? What? Yeah.
90% of me playing BeamNG Drive is knowing nothing about what any of the sliders do and cranking them up to maximum anyway, just to destroy the car I'm driving.
I'm gonna be like, hey man, that's a terrible thing that's happening in that one country, and Riley's gonna be like, yeah, it reminds me of what was it, Blaze Rush? Yeah, reminds me of Blood Drive. How about that? Did that one land?
God damn it, it did. It did. God damn it.
This is going over my head.
Fucking
I
Dude.
can't relate.
Dude. Yeah, this one reminds me of Cell Damage. Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck.
God damn it. You did it again.
Yeah, I know. Hey.
What these all are. Fuck.
What the fuck?
No, I'm circling back around on this. This is suddenly very cursed. I feel put on the spot here.
It's okay. You like cars. Maxie hates gay people.
What the fuck?
Dude, I was saying, what if we did a shirt that says "I hate gay people" and that was Maxie's shirt?
No.
No? You don't think so? We're not selling it.
Steven Crowder, I'm afraid.
Oh yeah, that's true. Dude, that guy's the worst person on earth, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could say to me, all right, like, go back in time, like, all right, 2018, Riley, Steven Crowder is getting divorced. And I'd be like, the guy was married? And I'd be like, yes, he was.
So
But
true.
he's getting divorced.
And
because he's a weird freak? Oh, much more than you think past Riley. And it would be, might
Dude,
not believe you.
as a real wife guy, Steven Crowder jacking my Riz trying to pretend to be a wife guy is so fucked up. Like, dude, his whole shtick online was him pretending to be a wife guy all the time. He'd always talk about his wife and how chivalrous he was with his wife. If I ever yelled at my girlfriend, dude, I would end it. I can't do it. I don't know how you pretend to be a wife guy like that and you're yelling at a woman and then yelling at a pregnant woman at that. You know what I mean?
What was he like saying, like wifey things or something?
Yelling at a pregnant woman because there might be an extra woman inside of them.
Oh my god.
I would not surprise me. Would not surprise me.
That
yell
might
twice
unironically
so loud.
be. I mean, it might unironically be a set of his belief system, man. Like,
Dude, this man has kids. The worst people on earth really get to repopulate, huh? They really get to spread it.
I mean, you get the most money, you
That's-
grab
I
somebody
hate
and
gay
you get rich.
people and I don't get to repopulate.
Well,
you gotta
I hate
sell
this
out
bit.
as hard.
This
and
bit's gotta
awful
die
as
by the next
possible.
episode.
dude, I'm
Please
Yeah, I
comment,
think we
let
can
it
do that.
die.
I'm fine. I'm fine with it dying. Don't worry, buddy.
it's all right. Episode 107, we'll bring it back.
We're gonna ambush you with it with like a foot. You're like I'm running down the entrance ramp in a wrestling match with a steel chair. I like the getting rizzed on for fucking knowing car games.
Yeah, okay.
Unexpected, but fair.
Yeah, okay. This motherfucker out here. Oh, I bet. Oh, wait, did you have a PC? Did you play on PC?
No.
Oh,
Again, as a child, I only
Just-
had a PS1 and a GameCube.
Did you ever play
Yeah.
Carnivore's Ice Age?
I don't think I did. No.
Well, that was a PC game, so I was just testing it.
Yeah. Oh, you remember? Oh, dude, you unlocked the memory. You know the Pokemon discs, and you would put the Pokemon disc in the
Mhm.
computer.
And they were like weird not circles.
Yeah. And they were like ovals or some shit, and they had like
Yeah, or
square
hexagons or
bottoms.
something. Yeah.
Wait, how do you know this?
I vaguely remember that from
Oh.
like a commercial.
Oh, okay.
Sure, whatever. You didn't have a PC, my ass.
I had a home computer, not like a thing that could run things, notably.
Mm.
If you ever like strap me to a chair and talk to me about Flash games, maybe I could
I
I
haven't.
could
I evidently used to be big on the computer, and I'd play like Dad's like EverQuest account, and
Yeah,
I would literally like train people on purpose and get them banned.
that's so hype.
So it
Getting
started somewhere.
I mean
hey,
that's at least the start of a
Sorry,
interesting villain arc.
that probably was lost on everybody. So it's an MMO RPG like World of Warcraft, and there's
stop, dude. You're being
NPCs.
dubious right now.
And there's non-player controlled entities that are mobs like on the map that you multiple players would play on. And so you could go and make the NPC like make them angry at you, and they would be hostile to everybody in the zone. They were just more mad at you for that set period of time. And so I would gather multiple of them up and run to the edge of the area I was in. And when you leave the area, they go back to where they were supposed to be by walking. But because they hate everybody else, include like on the way back, if somebody's in the way or did something that caused them to have threat generated against another player, they would instantly run at somebody else and try to kill them. And this would be like what, 50 plus mobs at a time coming at somebody after I left the instance.
Wow. I already knew all this information. I'm pretending like I didn't, and I said wow. But what I really meant was Giga Chad moment for getting your dad banned. That the only thing that gave him happiness while you were a child.
Well, I was a piece of, I didn't know. I just was doing it. I probably didn't even realize I was doing it. I was just running around, because
Yeah, you're just vibing. You're just vibing. You're like, you would type, "Hey, what's up?" And then you'd just keep running. They'd be like, "Nothing much."
I have never typed to another player in my life when I'm doing solo.
Hey, panda moment. Anyway,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
how about
But
Grudge?
I just can't.
I like this bit. How about Grudge Warriors, right? Right, Riley? Grudge Warriors?
No.
Nothing?
Sorry, no.
Dude, I'm trying to unlock. How about like combat racing, Jack X?
I do remember that.
All right. I'm really trying here. I'm reaching.
I mean, listen, there's
What about that
a
Need for
long
Speed
list.
game on the
Eventually, I'm
GameCube?
gonna not know something.
Was it on the GameCube? The Need for Speed one where you got like power ups and like you shot the other cars and had to do like little missions. Was it Need for Speed?
The Hot Pursuit?
That was.
No, that was on the.
There was
There's.
Burnout, the Burnout games, and then there was some other one that was like very similar to.
Oh, it was not Need for Speed. There's no way. I'm looking at images of it.
No.
You're like,
What
I
was it,
have
man?
no idea what I'm talking about. That's what you said, but Riley knows exactly what you're talking about. All you have to mention is four wheels.
There was literally like an electric cannon that would appear on the top of your car.
That's what I'm talking. Yeah.
There was like a Mario Kart system to it where you like got random power up. Well, I don't know if it was random. Maybe there were like set points on the map. And there was like a freeze one, an electric one.
Is Maxie also talking about Twisted Metal?
I think he
No,
is.
it's not
Are you
Twisted
sure?
Metal. Because, yeah, I'm 100% sure. Because it was like a normal.
This motherfucker talking about Twisted
Yeah, it's
Metal.
because there's no clown on it. Like I'm
Oh.
talking about like a game. Maybe it wasn't GameCube car. Let me look it up for a second. It's as soon as I see this motherfucker, I'm gonna know what it is.
You're just going to like jack in. You're there. You've immediately unlocked all memories of.
You're not talking about Wheelman?
What the hell's that?
That's
What the
all
hell's
right.
a wheel man?
Yeah, that's all right. Don't worry about it. Family.
Maybe it wasn't GameCube. Maybe it was PlayStation 2, and that's gonna make it even harder.
That sounds like a. Are you sure you're not talking about Twisted Metal, the remake that they did in 2012?
No, it's not a Twisted Metal game. I'm telling you, It was like a movie property,
my god.
and it
Oh,
like
movie property.
it was like a movie property, and like for some reason had power ups in it.
Movie
I'm gonna go
property.
upstairs and I'm gonna be real mad because I'm gonna tell you like
Okay.
what it is.
I'll wait. That'll be the end of the episode. We'll wait.
No, I'm not.
Oh.
I'm gonna find out next
I'm
week
not
as
gonna-
we figure out what exactly the fuck Maxie's
I mean, I
talking
could
about.
go
Yeah,
up.
Movie
that-
You want me to?
property?
I mean,
You want
you're
me to
leaving the
go up?
people hanging now. You're leaving them hanging. You want them to wait a
Oh,
whole
God.
week? You want them to wait a whole
I
week?
don't even know if it's up there. I don't even know if
Movie
it's up there.
property car combat game. I don't know, man. Like they're best games with vehicular combat. Oh, let's go ahead and look at that. Oh, Mad Max? No, it's not it. Can't be it.
Riley would have known that one.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. I mean, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's in my head. I'm looking at
Was
it.
it a
I'm
Hot
look-
Wheels game?
I don't think it was Hot Wheels because, like, while it wasn't, maybe it was. I'm gonna check. Give me
Bro, I'm gonna start looking for it now.
no.
We're all
Oh, it
describing
was.
ourselves
It
insane.
was. I think
The Hot Wheels?
Hot Wheels Velocity. I think. Yeah,
Cringe.
that's
Oh,
it.
Cringe.
I
Velocity
believe that's it.
X?
Yeah,
Okay.
and it was GameCube. I'm right. Yeah.
I have
But it
never
was a movie prop. There was another one that.
I have
was like
never seen that cover in my life.
There's another car game that I'm thinking of that we played.
You're
but
not
definitely
thinking, yeah.
It didn't. I'm mixing them together
Yeah,
with this one.
you're on some shit right now because I've
But
never
this
seen
is
that.
literally what I was thinking of mostly, though, was the Velocity X.
All right.
Yeah, because it's got literally the first thing on like in Google Images. It's got the electric zap on the top. I don't know what it's called, but it
The
like
big
shot a lightning bolt at. Mm-hmm.
the big zapper. So I was
and the
thinking
purple car and the purple old timey hot
Yep.
rod.
mm-hmm,
No,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
disgusting. But
Yeah,
that
but-
shit so
but-
cool.
So you were thinking about that and I was thinking about Twisted Metal. These are two different zaps, Riley. Do you have any defense here?
Well, I don't think I do. I think I will allow myself to be wrong. Grow as a person.
Better man than me. I'd never do that.
Yeah, you wouldn't catch me taking an L on
Yeah.
a fucking live podcast
That's on God.
or anything that's social media related.
That's so on God. All right. Well,
I would fight to the death. I would tell the viewers at
Go
home
out
Skinner
like an
Rink is a bad
honorable
movie.
samurai.
what are you what?
If we'll get to that. That's a fun one for another episode.
All right. Well, we'll go
We gotta
back to
stay
it.
out these delicious nuggets later.
But you know what's a good movie?
What's a good movie?
Where are the video games on YouTube?
All right, we're ending it. All right, see you guys. See you, everyone. Thank you. See you, ladies and gents. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this, there will be more content every week. We're doing this for the rest of our lives. We're contractually obligated. If we don't do this, they hit the red button.
You know, if I'm doing it for the rest of my life, I think my
Jake
life's
says
not
they,
going to be very
killed
long.
him on speed dial for both of us.
Yeah, if they don't show up, I actually they'll never show up. So, all right. Well,
You know,
what? What do you have to say?
no,
what? No, go
you
for
can
it.
end- you can end-
No,
you can
go
end-
for
you
it.
can
Go
end.
for it. No,
No, it's
no,
not
go for it.
involving the
No, go
podcast
for it.
At all. I was
What?
going to talk to Riley.
Oh, okay. All right. Never mind then. All right. Have a nice one, everyone. Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.